You are in a room filled with laughter. It's warm. The light from a single, low-hanging lamp pools on the worn wooden table, making the wine glasses glow like captured fireflies. She is beside you, a radiant smile on her face. Her friends are charming, their words like honey. You feel accepted. You feel safe. But then it happens. A glance exchanged between them when you speak. A shared smirk, vanishing as quickly as it appeared. The air in the room suddenly thins, growing cold. You dismiss it, a trick of the light, a flicker of your own insecurity. You are being paranoid, you must be. This is the first crack in the foundation of your reality. It is small, almost invisible, but it is the entry point for the poison. The jokes begin soon after. They are always at your expense. They are clever, wrapped in laughter, so if you object, you're the one who can't take a joke. She laughs the loudest. Her validation is the signal for the others. It's the conductor's baton, and they are her loyal orchestra. And come the stories. Stories from a shared past you are not a part of. Inside jokes that land like tiny, sharp stones, building a wall between you and them. You feel yourself shrinking, a ghost at the feast. You speak, but your words seem to dissolve before they reach anyone's ears. Your presence becomes conditional, your absence unnoticeable. You think you're losing your mind, but you are not. You are being meticulously, psychologically dismantled. This is not friendship. It is a strategy, a dark, sophisticated game of control. It has a name, triangulation. She places them, her friends, deliberately between you and her. They are not neutral observers. They are the buffer, the jury, and the executioners. In the toxic ecosystem of narcissistic abuse, these individuals serve a specific function. They are known as flying monkeys. Like in The Wizard of Oz, they are not the source of the power, but extensions of the narcissist's will. They are sent to do the dirty work, to deliver the painful messages, to enforce the warped reality she has constructed. Why do they do it? Some are naive, believing her curated tales of victimhood. Others are narcissists themselves, drawn to the drama and power. Some are simply weak, terrified of being the next target. Regardless of their reasons, their function is the same, to validate her narrative and to invalidate yours. They are the chorus that turns her whispers into gospel. This is not an accident. This is psychology. Every whispered secret, every shared concern about you is a carefully placed brick in the wall of your isolation. Consider the story of Alistair, a man who thought he found a home, only to realize he was living in a beautifully constructed prison. He met Serafina. She was magnetic, and her world was intoxicating. Her friends, a tight-knit circle, welcomed him with open arms. "Serafina has told us so much about you," they chimed. The praise was the bait, the love bombing. It made him lower his defenses. It made him want to belong. The first joke came a week later. A friend made a sharp, cutting remark about Alistair's quiet nature, calling him brooding. Alistair felt the sting, but Serafina's roaring laughter instantly reframed the moment. He was wrong to feel hurt. It was funny. He forced a smile. The next step was isolation. They would talk about a party they all went to, then look at Alistair with feigned surprise. "Oh, that's right, you weren't there. It was so spontaneous." Spontaneity became a code word for exclusion. He was the outsider, his presence an afterthought. The warmth he first felt was now a memory, used to make the current cold even more bitter. Then Serafina turned his own heart into a weapon. In a moment of vulnerability, Alistair confided in her about a childhood fear. He trusted her. He gave her a piece of his soul. Days later, during a casual dinner, one of her friends brought it up. "Alistair is afraid of the dark, you know." "How cute." The table erupted in laughter. His secret was now public entertainment. He looked at Serafina. Her eyes were wide with mock innocence. A perfect performance. He felt the cold steel of betrayal, not just from her, but from an entire room. The final act came when he confronted her. Alone, he pleaded with her to understand his pain. "How could you tell them?" he asked, his voice breaking. Serafina's face transformed into a mask of wounded disbelief. "I would never do that. You must have misunderstood." Then she delivered the killing blow. She picked up her phone. "Let's just ask," she said sweetly. She called her friend and put the phone on the speaker. The disembodied voice filled the room, calm and confident. "No, he told us himself at that dinner last week. He was making a joke. We all thought it was strange he'd share that, to be honest. He's been acting so paranoid lately." Checkmate. His reality was not just denied, it was rewritten and confirmed by a third party. He was no longer a victim of a breach of trust. He was unstable. He was the problem. And in that moment, the truth revealed itself, cold and sharp as glass. Her friends were never his friends. They were not even individuals with their own minds. They were a single entity, a chorus designed to amplify her voice and silence his. A covert army deployed to manage his perception and systematically devalue his worth. Their approval was the bait to lure you in. Their shared history was the wall to keep you out. Their jokes were the weapons to cut you down. They don't see you, they see a character she has created for them. And in her story, you are always cast as the fool, the villain, or the madman. So when you feel that chill in a warm room, trust it. When laughter sounds more like a judgment, believe it. That is your intuition screaming a warning. You are not in a circle of friends. You are in a strategically designed echo chamber, and you are the only one whose voice has been silenced. This is a covert psychological war, and your sanity is the territory they are trying to conquer. Their validation is a currency minted from your self-doubt. You cannot win by convincing the jury. The verdict was decided before you even entered the courtroom. You cannot reason with the army. They are following orders from a queen you cannot see. The only way to win is not to play. The only sane response is to walk away. Withdraw your presence. Reclaim your narrative. Let the silence you leave behind be the final, deafening statement. Because your value was never determined by their manufactured consensus. It was always and only yours to define.